I want to go and watch TV. You're not finished, Carl, his mother said, and there's pudding to come. I made apple crumble. Carl shook his head and started getting up. Don't want any. You should ask your mother properly if you can leave the table, said the man who wasn't Carl's father. Please, can I leave the table? The boy muttered sullenly. No, his mother said, you can't. This family sits down to eat together. Carl let out a short laugh. Yeah, right. You keep on like that, young man, and you won't have a TV to watch, his mother warned him. Her face was turning paler like it always did when she was about to erupt. The man laid down his fork and gently touched her arm. Jessica, it's okay. Turning to Carl, he smiled and said, Hey, you know what I did today? Fixed the plug on your Novag. There was a broken connection inside. I've soldered it all up so it should work fine now. How about that, eh? The Novag chess computer was one of Carl's favourite things, but it accidentally damaged the plug a few days earlier. If he was pleased it was fixed, he didn't show it. What do we say, Carl? His mother said. That was very nice of Mike, wasn't it? Carl, what do we say? The boy gave Mike the frostiest scowl he could manage. Thanks, Mike. It's on the table in the study, Mike said in the same soft tone. Maybe you'd like to go and try it out, On you go, then. The boy left the room without a word. They heard him go stumping off towards the study to retrieve the repaired plug. Then, a moment later, his footsteps on the stairs as he hurried up to his room. The door banged shut. Thanks so much for undermining me like that, Jessica Hunter said tersely. I didn't mean to undermine you, Mike told her, and I don't mean to spoil him either. But he's been through a lot, you know, all the changes he's had to adapt to. Can't be easy for him. Jessica sighed and laid her hand on his. And you're trying so hard. I'm sorry. Me too. I'm just trying to be a dad to him, that's all. I love him as if he was mine. I know, she said and smiled. From the 2 floors above they could hear Carl's music playing. Oh, I just remembered, Jessica said, brightening up. Alison called earlier. We're invited to a party at their place next Saturday. I said we were free. Already booked the sitter. That okay? Sounds great, Mike said as he started clearing the plates. I'll fetch the pudding, shall I? You want cream or custard? Better go easy on the cream, she said. Have to get into a size 8 by next week. He was about to make his usual, "You're not fat, Jessica," remark when the sudden noise cut him short. They both froze. Mike dropped the plates on the table. What the... It had come from down the hall. That was the front door, Jessica said in alarm, looking at him with big eyes. It was a thick, heavy door. Despite the almost non-existent crime rate on Jersey, they kept it locked and bolted. Carl's music was still blaring upstairs. Before Mike and Jessica could say anything more, they heard the sound again. A heavy thump. The splintering of glass. Somebody was smashing their way inside the house. They exchanged horrified glances, then Mike rushed out of the dining room and into the hallway. "Stay there!" he yelled back at her. The crashing had stopped as suddenly as it had begun. "Mike, no!" For a second she stayed in her chair, paralyzed by fear. Then she leapt to her feet and ran out of the room after him. "Mike?" Mike was standing in the hallway, staring towards the wrecked front door. There was a man in the entrance, a ragged figure, crazed-looking. His beard and hair were long and straggly like a tramp's. His eyes were wild and his fists were tight around the handle of the sledgehammer he'd used to break the door in. "Oh, my God," Jessica gasped. "Drew!" The sound of music from Carl's room stopped. The intruder let the sledgehammer drop from his hands. It hit the shiny hardwood floor with a clang. "Hello, Jessica," he said in a strangled voice. Jessica gaped at the figure of her ex-husband. He was barely recognizable. His clothes were dirty and unkempt. He'd gained a huge amount of weight since she'd last seen him, that day in court when the restraining order had been put in place. Shocked disbelief was quickly turning to rage. "Have you gone out of your mind?" she screamed at him. "What do you want, Drew?" Mike asked, his voice low and steady. "I've come for Carl," Drew replied. Jessica drew a stunned breath. "What do you mean?"
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.